Hey girl. All right, so today we are going to do a quick 3 card pull from my tarot deck. This is a tarot deck that I actually bought in Winston-Salem. No, I did not. Denver, Colorado. Went to go see Marina in concert with my bestie, and we went to a cute little shop while we were there. I'll see if I can put it down in the comments or down below or something, but the name of the shop, I think it was called Spirit Ways. It was a cool little shop. Interesting story there that I won't get into, but I got this little deck while I was there. It's the Smith-Waite Centennial Tarot, and it's just like a variation on the Smith-Waite deck, basically, which is the OG, as you know, not the original OG from original tarot, but close enough. In my apartment, I cannot use smoke, unfortunately. That's what I would love to clean my cards with, but I can't use that in the apartment. We can't even burn a candle. I know, it's sad. But I procured some holy water whenever I was at Mary's house in Ephesus this year, or Kusadasi, if you will, in Turkey. Supposedly this mystic, this Christian Catholic mystic, back in I think the early 20th century, don't quote me, maybe I should do a video on this. If you'd like to see a video on this, let me know in the comments. But she claimed that she could see through dreams and stuff where Mary's house was, like Mother Mary, like Jesus's mother. She claimed she could see that house that she lived in the latter years of her life. If she was indeed a real person, we don't know. But she claimed that she could see this house where Mary lived in the latter years of her life in Kusadasi, Turkey, which is really close to Ephesus. And she claimed that Mary lived there in the latter years of her life, and so it's considered a holy site. And I can tell you that when we were there, like as soon as we got off the bus, I could smell cinnamon everywhere. And I have a psychic friend, and she said that cinnamon is like a scent of receiving. And I think that's so cool, because the other night I may have been high and I smelled cinnamon just like right in front of my nose. It was so weird, just like I did that day. But it smelled like cinnamon everywhere at Mary's house, and it was just lovely. It was just a really peaceful feeling there. So anyway, you could get holy water from the site. They had places where you could get holy water, not potable, so I wouldn't drink it, although you probably could. I wouldn't personally, but you could get some, take it with you if you wanted. So I got a bottle for me, and I got a bottle for her, and so that's what I use mine for. I put some sage in it, some drops of liquid sage, or extract, whatever. I bought that at Spirit Ways as well. It's like a little vial, about that big. And it's very strong. So I just put a few drops of that in the holy water, and I just put a few drops of that in the holy water, and I just use that to clean my cards with. Sorry, my daughter was talking to me across the room and I got distracted. um, so that's what I use to clean my cards with. I just use this. So you can use smoke, you can use this, something similar to this. You don't have to use holy water. You can use really whatever you want. It's really more about your intention, but sage obviously is something that's been used for a long time to clean cards. It's important that you clean your cards if you're just a beginner in tarot, because obviously this holds the energy, the cards hold the energy of whoever it was that you last read for. And so if you do a new reading for someone else, the stuff that you read for the previous person is likely to come up. So if you clean your cards every time, that's what I would recommend. And I read intuitively. So take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't. This is a reading for the collective right now on where we are and where we're trying to go. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I hope this helps you in some way. If it does, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I love to interact with my peeps. Let me know what you think of this reading, if you'd like to see more of these and how it resonates with you. So let's get into it. And again, I read intuitively. I don't read literally. If you want to argue with me about that, go ahead. It's not going to change my mind. That's just the way that I read. Everybody reads differently, so that's the way that I read. But I have never been incorrect in any of the readings that I've given people. They have told me so. I read for a friend at a place that I used to work at, and he had never had a tarot reading before, and I read for him, and he seemed like shooketh by the reading. And he came into work the next day and told me that he had something that he just had to tell me that had been weighing on his soul for months. And he just had to tell me about it. And the reading had brought out all of that the day before. And I was like, okay. And he told me this big secret. And it was crazy that the cards just made him realize that that's what he was doing and that's what was happening. And it was really powerful. So I hope this resonates with you. Let me know in the comments. And of course, if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. It would help me out so much. I'm really trying to grow my YouTube presence. I'm trying to grow all my socials, but especially my YouTube presence. So it would help me out so much if you could do that. Like this video, watch it all the way to the end, leave me a comment, and subscribe. I would love you forever, and may magic be bestowed upon you. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's do our reading here. And I do a 3-card pull, so, that's just the way that I do it. So here we have the 3 of Swords. So this is upside down, but I'm not sure in how I pulled them out. So I'm just going to turn it right side up. You can read it the reverse if you want. But what I'm seeing in this card right now is that, 3 is the magic number, right? First of all. But what I'm seeing is our collective heart just being stabbed right now from all that's going on. Guys, people are losing SNAP benefits, just all the stuff, just making me tear up. Sorry. But I'm just seeing our collective heart right now, just being stabbed with all this negativity and hate and awfulness in the world. And that's what I'm seeing in this card. Just a lot of gray clouds, it looks pretty bleak, right? it's looking pretty bleak. But as we know, there's always, where there's dark, there's also light. And so it's there. We just have to collectively let that light shine, and it will overturn that darkness. Like, we already know that the light is going to win, because that's the side of ourselves that we have decided is going to win, and nothing can defeat that. But that is what I'm seeing in this card. Just the sadness. And I've been feeling it a lot this week. And last week too, just so much sadness and despair right now that a lot of people are feeling. And I'm sorry guys, I get very emotional. But that's what I'm feeling from this card. We have, okay. So I think this is the Three of Pentacles. I'm not super familiar with this deck, but I think this is the Three of Pentacles, which again, 3 is the magic number. So first of all, it looks like we're in some sort of a chapel or some sort of like a secret meeting room. Looks like there's some sort of kind of secret meeting that's going on. Like maybe we're collectively learning about some ancient esoteric knowledge, right? That's going to help humanity. This guy is on a table as if he's above the problem. It looks like he has a shaft of wheat in his hand, which would indicate harvest, sustenance. And it almost looks like he's shining a huge flashlight on these other two guys. One of them looks like a monk, and the other one, I don't know, but it kind of looks like a monk. This guy kind of looks like a monk. I don't know who the other guy is supposed to be, but it almost looks like he's shining. See that? Kind of looks like a flashlight, like a big flashlight. And he's like shining that on them, almost as if to say, I see what you, the collective church, the collective people that are trying to keep humanity enslaved and ignorant of the mysteries. Like he's shining a light on that. And he's like, no, I'm going to tell the people the knowledge. There's a flower here that's speaking to me as though it's a rose. A rose also symbol of the goddess, of course, but also symbol of Mother Mary. That's interesting. So I think that it looks very dark here, obviously. Like, again, the darkness, the sadness, the collective deception that's trying to happen. That the powers that be, the Dementors, if you will, are trying to keep humanity enslaved, keep us ignorant, keep us compliant. But no, we're above it now. And we're shining a light on that darkness. And we know that the harvest is coming. And we're above it. We're above it. We can see it for what it is. Still don't know who this guy is. He works in league with this guy, which I would deem to be the collective church. But he can see both of them for who they are. They work in tandem. This guy works with the church. So that's what I'm seeing from that. Like, we can see it for what it is. We're shining a light on it. We're above it. That's hopeful. Then we have the third one. This is the Queen of Pentacles. So this one, I'm seeing triumph. The Queen, royalty. We're seated on our throne, on our collective throne. Roses, again with the roses everywhere, all around us. Mountains in the distance. These obstacles that we're feeling now, these threats, all these things are just, they're terrible right now, right? Like, they're just stabbing our heart. But we're seeing them for what they are. And we know the harvest is coming, and it has. It's come. And now we're seated on our collective throne. We're in all of our royal garb, and we have our crown. And again, the pentacle. The pentacle is a sign of protection, a sign of who we are. It represents the humanness in us. Now we have the flowers all around us. We have, and all those obstacles that we're feeling right now in our collective heart are just a mountain in the distance, a small mountain, because we've won. Rivers running through, the water is just cleansing the land. Flowers everywhere, so much beauty now. You'll notice the hare or the rabbit down here in the corner representing fertility, and the flowers represent fertility also. Animals on this throne. This looks like a dragon to me, protecting us. We won. Love wins. Love wins. So, yeah, triumph. Our collective heart's being stabbed right now. But we're above it. We see it for what it is. We're shining a light on it. And the harvest is coming. And we win. The good always wins. Let the good win today. That's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this, if it resonated with you, and I trust that it did, this is going to go to whoever needs to see it right now, which I hope is everyone. It would mean the world to me if you would subscribe and like this video. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you'd like to see next. Would you like to see more of these tarot videos? Would you like to see the history of tarot? Would you like to see... What would you like to see? Let me know in the comments. That's all I have for you today. I hope that this resonated. Drink your water today. Drink some coffee. I'm having a cup of ambition myself, thanks to Miss Dolly here. Love her so much. Goddess bless her. And keep her on this planet. We need her light. We need her love. We need her wisdom. And don't forget, you were born to sparkle. I hope you have a magical day. It is Wednesday, and I hope you have a magical day. Don't forget to do something magical today, you know? Read some tarot, throw on some meditation music, whatever. You know, go for a walk, go out in nature, cook a meal. That's magic too. Magic is so many things to so many people. What does it mean to you? Tell me. And be a part of my little community here. We're growing slowly, but we're growing. And I would so love for you to be a part of it. But that's all I have. Take care and keep it magical. Bye-bye.